Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul. Today on this episode of Toys in Motion, we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite figures, and then we're also going to be taking a look at two custom figures that I make using this figure as a base body. This is Vallak the Vampire. So here is Vallak the Vampire. Now let's talk about this figure for just a quick minute. This is an awesome vampire. And a lot like Duban, where he was a human ranger figure, this guy is like the evil vampire ranger figure. And I'll tell you, the Mythic Legions killed it with this guy. I love all the vampire figures from Mythic Legions. You know, they are just one of my favorite groups that Mythic Legions does. And this vampire is just awesome. He comes dressed in all black and silver with the purple cloak and hood, the neck piece, the accessories. This guy is a great figure and a great addition to anybody's vampire army. But this figure is also one of my favorite when I want to do a custom figure. You know, if you follow the channel, you probably heard me say before that I love horror. And vampires, all those things of horror is right up my alley. I think this figure is just a great original take on a vampire, you know. So I dig this as just a straight up figure. But, you know, again, loving the horror and everything, when I do a custom figure, a lot of them are based after characters from movies or things that I really love. And a lot of those just happen to be dressed in black. So when you're doing a custom, this figure is just a great figure to use as the base of that figure. You know, this guy has that switch out chest plate as well. And one of the figures I did has a custom chest plate that I made just for this guy, which you'll see when we get to the pictures. But this as a figure is a great vampire, and I don't want to downplay the fact that this is an amazing figure. It just so happens to be my go-to when I'm doing customs. And again, you know, I have my own web page online where I sell 3D printed parts for Mythic Legions and other action figures and props. And as always, the link to that is in the description below. But I also use other people's 3D printed parts. So at the end of the video, after you see the figures that I did, I'll tell you where I got those 3D printed parts, just in case anybody out there is looking to recreate the figures I do. So the first, we're going to take a look at this figure straight out of the box. And then we're going to do some pictures of this figure straight as he comes, but then I'm also going to put pictures of both of the custom figures that I did with this guy, which of course, if you've seen the beginning photographs, you already know what I'm doing. So I'm excited about this. Let's take this guy over to the table and have a look at him. So this is Vallak. This guy is a nice looking figure. Again, the outfit on him is so cool. You can see right away this figure is just done very, very well. It is a gorgeous figure. Here he is, what he comes with. He has the soft skirt, the belt, there's the hood with the neck piece that kind of adds to the overall look of that hood. He also comes with a big purple cape that you can put on. Now these whole pattern, the way the cape attaches is with the little pauldrons he comes with. So over here we have two pauldrons. They have the pegs in the back, and then the cape, usually you fold it like this and this side like that, so the holes line up, and then you put it around him so it gives this little bit of a drapery, kind of form-fitting, a little more cape-like look to it. So he also, again, comes with the pauldrons. And there's the little peg that fits in the back hole. He has the sword with the sheath. Also has a little clip there that it can be attached to his belt. Comes with a quiver and a silver arrow. And of course his feathers on his and the accents are purple to match his gear. And then he comes with the longbow, the recurved longbow. Very cool for a ranger and a vampire ranger. And he also comes with this little gem. This is a great little accessory. This is a hawk. And of course it has the little hood on its face as they cover their eyes when they're preparing them to hunt. And he comes with a little gauntlet accessory to allow this to fit on his wrist. And then he has a hawk. Again, much like Dubon, he has the little hawk accessory. So this is what this figure comes with. It is an impressive figure, and I feel like we would be better off showing it in the pictures than me talking about it. So again, I'm going to show a couple pictures of this figure as he is, and then we're going to switch out the chest plate and a few accessories, and I'll show you the 2 customs that I did with him. So what do you guys think of those figures? I really enjoyed doing both of those customs. The General KAEL, that one is the Vallak, except we switched the gauntlets and I switched the pauldrons, and that head and the chest plate is ones I sell over at Trollhead Studios. That chest plate I made and made that specifically for that character because I love the character so much, and I really wanted to do a custom Mythic Legions figure of him. But the rest of the getup is all straight out of Vallak. The Bone Daddy, that one's a little different. Now that head and the chest plate, they came from our friends over at Wolf King Customs. So if you're looking to get that Bone Daddy head with the top hat or that chest plate, wolfkingcustoms.com, they have them. And that figure has that head, that chest, and then of course it has the Vallak arms and legs and all that, but then it has the waist piece and the jacket, the cuffs, and also the boots from the Jacob Marley figure that was a figura obscura figure. And so there's a lot of different pieces that went into making that Bone Daddy figure. But I actually do a cosplay Bone Daddy that really made that character special to me. And as a matter of fact, if you'd like to see it, at the very end of the video, I'll put some pictures from my Bone Daddy photo shoot so you could see me as the Bone Daddy and why that character meant something to me. And then, of course, with that little jaw piece on the necklace, that's just a regular Mythic Legions jaw from one of the skulls, and I just trimmed the knobs off on the side and put the chain on it so he could wear it as a necklace, because I thought that would look really cool. You know, the sculpt itself does have a face in there, and there are eyes and such, but I wanted it to look a certain way, so that's why I did mine the way I did. So I'm glad y'all checked it out. Thank you for watching. Before I say goodbye, did y'all check out your boy here on Mythic Legions Studios YouTube channel? Oh my gosh. So I did the sword for them and presented it to them, and they asked me to be a special guest on the show, and it was awesome. You could check that one right off my bucket list because, man, that was such a great time, and it was such an honor for me to be a guest on that show. I watch it all the time. It's on Wednesdays, Four Horsemen Studios. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Make sure you go back and watch the one that has the Paul Sutt in the title, because that's me. So thank you all, man, for watching. Thank you all for liking my videos, commenting, subscribing to the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And we have a lot of really cool things we're going to be doing. We got more custom figures that we're going to take a look at, and we got some more really cool new figures to look at. So thank you again, and we will see you next time on Toys in Motion.